Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And it looks like I forgot to bring myself a little bit closer. So let's see about doing that. Ooh, there I am. All right, I think I'm out of sync for doing lives. I need to get back in the groove. So what better way than my favorite live to do, which is Paper Pumpkin Playdate. And of course today we're going to be doing the June 2024 Life is Sweet, my first time with you, but I am not making the cards as designed. I'm going to go ahead and do an alternate or two for you. I'm going to do the more challenging alternate first, and then we'll see how we are on time. And then probably by next Wednesday, we'll have the new one, which is, where is it? Which is going to be this gorgeous flower box one. Painted petals. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Along with those, with the next set of paper pumpkins are the three different dies. All right, so I've got those on order. Those should be here for next week. Hi Sharon, great to have you on here. So let's go ahead and dive in. I did make, ooh, that color looks off. I'm still trying to figure out why my camera is, there we go. That looks a little bit more normal. I don't know why my camera has changed compared to what it was doing. All right, so monthly subscription box comes to you each month to your mailbox, and you can order it prepaid or you can do month to month. Prepaid, of course, saves you some money, as in most cases. When you prepay something or you order in bulk, then it becomes cheaper. So you can do 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And that will, if you do any of those prepaids, that will get you your bonus days. If you're doing month to month, that will not get you any bonus days coupons. So the bonus day coupons are for every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon to redeem then in August. And that is just through July. We'll talk about that later. This kit is super cute. Life is sweet. So we've got our, well, I wouldn't call lemons sweet, but when you add a little bit of sugar, then they are. You have your peaches and your cherries. There's 3 of each card, so 9 cards. These are our easy peasy, no fail instructions. Shows you what ingredients go with each card, and then it shows you how to do it. And I just did it when I got into the studio today, and they were pretty easy. They really were pretty easy to come together. What do you think? Hi Covina, long time no see. Hello Missy. What do you think of this kit? I haven't decided if I like the coloring of things. I don't know. I don't know if it's me. And I just want to apologize for my yellow hands. I don't know if you can see my yellow fingers. It looks like I was playing with some crushed curry, and I wish that's what it was. But I was actually juicing turmeric and ginger and pineapple for our shots that we drink at night. I freeze them into cubes and then we drink them at night, and my hands look really rough right now, so sorry about that. In your kit always comes an ink pad, sometimes 2 ink pads. I like to use my regular sized one and save these for giveaways. So this is the Shy Shamrock. It's one of our new in colors this year. Then we have the stamps, and they give you a paper so you can see what the stamps are. So we have thanks, wish you were here, life is so much sweeter with friends like you, you're truly amazing, so much to celebrate, sending a big squeeze, and sweet friend. And then you can just store this together so you know, and you can make sure you have all of them. All right, with these this was the last kit of second quarter, and these were the add-ons for the second quarter. So we have the butterfly, we had the shape here, and then the thanks. This was from first quarter, this is from second quarter. So I'm going to try and get, depending on how big they all are, get all 4 quarters on one of these, because these I have used outside of Paper Pumpkin. I have just used them for regular crafting. They are super handy and super easy to use. So I love it. We're actually going to be using this one today, the sentiment shape there. And then of course the thanks on here, it's not the same size as this. I think it's a little bit larger, is my impression. Oh, it is the same size. So it looks like you could stamp it and then die cut it out. We will give that a whirl and we'll see what happens. I'll do that for you to see, because I think these are still available. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't hold me to that. It was okay, not your fave. Okay, yeah, I'm a few months behind. Yeah, Missy, you've had a lot going on. You haven't even opened it yet? Okay, I understand. I just opened mine the other day and I just worked on it for the first time. So in the very first kit that you get, you will get a clear D block that you can use for stamping. During the live, I go ahead and I use my ergonomic blocks. You can see the difference in the thickness. I like to use these. They're just easier for me. Let's move that over here. Let's try and stay a little organized. So here are the cards as close to design. I always change a little something up, right? So I did the bow, I think, a little bit different. It was nice because you didn't actually have to tie the bow. I've learned a new trick. I probably should do that as a Tidbit Tuesday. Yesterday's Tidbit Tuesday was about tying bows upside down so that when you turn it around, it actually looks right side up. I've done that. I'm sure you've seen me do that. If I do a bow today, I can show you that, or I can show this one maybe next week, this kind of bow. This was super easy, no tying, no knots, nothing. Super duper easy. So this was card 1 with the peach pie envelope. This was card 2 with the, I'm gonna say, summer splash envelope. All right, the lemons. And then this one with the cherries and the pretty in pink maybe, or the bubble bath. I don't think bubble bath is a color actually. Is bubble bath a color? No, it must be pretty in pink. So, and then the cherries, which is one of my favorite fruits, and I now live in Cherryville, but we had a late freeze, and so we're not going to get a whole lot of cherries this year. Even our apple trees and pear tree outside and our sour cherry tree, there's not a whole lot of fruit coming because we had a late freeze that killed everything. So I feel really bad for the cherry farmers who that's their whole, you know, that's their livelihood, and we're not getting a good cherry season this year, so I've actually had to buy some cherries from Washington. All right, so again, here were your ingredients for each card, and then your no-fail instructions on how to put it all together. And I did it pretty close, not exact, but pretty close. The colors that are coordinated in here are the Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So quite a few of the in colors were involved. This is always good to use for the stamping because it gives you cushion. And then we have here all the leftover ingredients, things that I've used. We have some bling. Those are some really pretty pearls. We have a little bit of Terran tape. I threw in some smaller, it came with this size glue dots, but I found that my littler ones from a different paper pumpkin was really handy for some of the spots. So whenever you have leftover paper glue dots, hang on to them because you never know what you're gonna get, and then you can use it. We had some minis. I don't even know where the one that came with the kit is. I was using one that I had previously, and then I also like to use some larger ones when needed. So let me move that off to the side. And then here are the extras. I'm trying to get down to the card bases. Here we go. And to this one. All right, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to use this card base, and we're going to use, so I'm going to do my more challenging alternate for you, and then I'm just going to take one of those. So each of these comes with a coordinating vellum sheet, but I'm not going to use the vellum sheet. I'm just going to use that because we are going to make a shaker card. So because that one's a little more challenging and time consuming, I wanted to make sure to do that first, and then we'll see how we are doing on time as to whether I get to do a second card or not. We're going to use one of those, here, this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out all these little peaches. So I did see, this was not just my own idea, I did see someone use these little peaches for a shaker card. However, they created, like, it didn't even use, other than the peaches, it didn't even use any of the kit. And I decided, no, I wanted to go ahead and use the kit. So I'm going to use this little peach as well, but not these larger ones, just the little ones. And that should be enough because they're pretty good size, so you don't have to have a whole lot. But what I did forget, I wanted to add a little bit of other sparkle in there as well. And that's, yeah, I don't think those won't work. All right. We want to add a little bit of, well, these are frosted dots. So we're going to use a little bit of those. I have sequins somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about looking for them right now. We're going to set that aside. I'm making a mess already, and I think we're going to do a congrats card because I have a friend in mind already of who is going to get this card. Because she has, I'm being careful what I'm gonna say just in case she ends up watching this. Anyways, her life is about to change for a few months, and I'm really excited for her. She has worked really hard for this, and so a congrats card would be perfect for her. I'm so excited. Big life changes that you work hard for are always so fun to achieve, and I want to congratulate her in a proper way. She's a sweet gal, and so I think this shaker card will be just the thing for her. I never know if she's actually going to watch my live, so I'm not going to say any name or what the congrats is for, but it's going to be awesome, and I'm so excited for her. Almost a little jealous, really. It's just an exciting adventure that's coming up for her. So, all right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and use this peach card because we have the peaches going behind it, and then we're going to have this. But we need to cut a window sheet. All right, so I brought over my window sheets and then the foam adhesive strips. So this will be a little tricky in the sense that I got to cut it out in the same shape. So what I need to do probably, let's see. So if you don't have any of the window sheet stuff, you can of course order it from the store, or you can use the adhesive that's with your stamps. If you stick your acrylic stamps, your photopolymer stamps to the, if you stick your photopolymer stamps, I'm thinking, I know it's coming to me, to the case, that's what it is, then you could use the acetate that's under that, or you can get the window sheets. Now with the acetate that's under it, it does sometimes hold the shape of the stamps that were on it. And so then you have to try and wipe those off very carefully with the softest cloth you can find so that it doesn't scratch it. It's very sensitive. So I need this to be at 3 3/4 wide. So I'm going to do 3 3/4 wide, like this. And I'm going to take this, and I want to be careful how I'm touching it so that I don't get my fingerprints all over it, because, you know, you can wash your hands a bajillion times, but it's still, you can still get fingerprints and your finger grease all over it. So we're going to stick this back in here. So there's 2 window sheets in each package. Let's see. All right, we'll stick that in there like that. And then I need it to be about 5 1/16. So then I'll carefully turn this way and do it at 5 1/16. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this back in here as well for the next time. All right, and so then I have to take this off. And what I'm going to do is bring back that vellum, because I think that'll be the easiest way to cut it, is use the vellum versus the leafy thing, the leafy frame thing. You like my language? Oh, I've got lots of, hi Lorna, hi Johanna. Yes, you found me. I haven't done much. I'm just getting going. Good to see you too, Lorna. All right, hard to decide, but since we're in the midst of summer, a nice ripe watermelon cannot be beat. You are correct on that. Although I had a nice juicy peach earlier today, and yeah, that was pretty darn good too. All right, so ooh, I cut that just a little short. All right. How do you like my new glasses? I've decided instead of taking them on and off, I'm just gonna wear them. I got some new green frames, and it is what it is, right? It's just how it is. So I'm going to cut this. I don't think, I can trace on there. I suppose if I had some sort of marker I could, and I know I'm getting my fingerprint smack dab in the middle of it to hold it there. This is not perfect, and that's why I said it was kind of a challenging card, but I really wanted to give it a whirl anyways, because I really like shaker cards. And again, the person who will be getting this card, I'm just really excited for her, and so I wanted a very special card. She's been through a lot and deserves this, and I'm just so excited for her. So a special card is what's in store. Oh, that's slid down. Okay, this is not the greatest job, nor the easiest, but we'll see what happens. All right, because y'all know me, I don't go for absolute perfect, because that would just drive a body insane. And I don't have time for that. My new motto is to pivot with ease and just do the best I can, because that's where my life is right now. Mom and Dad are here. They're in the other room. Did I get fingerprints? Oh, no, not too bad. All right. So then, let's see if I can make this work or if I totally messed it up. All right. I did not totally mess it up, but it is definitely not lined up. I don't know if you can even see that. It's not quite lined up. So I need to do a little more. It really slid around. Oh my goodness. That's really, really bad, June. That's really, really bad. All right. So we're going to, I'm going to follow this same line, but I'm going to cut some off. So I had to tell my folks I was going live, or tell my mom at least, so that she can then try and hang on to my dad, make sure he doesn't come waltzing in and start talking to me. If that ever happens, just, you know, we'll just go with it because that's my life. All right. It's been interesting, and he's a little bit like a toddler. So 94 years old. What can I say? All right, so we're just going to cut a little bit more here. So I can hear them arguing right now. All right, let's see. Hope you can't hear them arguing. That just would be really bad. All right. Wow, I am messing this up a bit here. Trying to get it to fit. Did not do a great job cutting. So, what's happening in your world? Tell me as I try and make this fit. What is going on over here? All right, what's happening? Lorna, you're on my phone and super tiny, but I love green, my favorite color, and I bet they are so cute. I like them. I like the color. I tried to go with purple, and it just, the purples that I had the choice from, it just wasn't working. Hi, Mom and Dad. Okay, I'll let them know you say hi. Dad will be clueless on what that means, but Mom at least has a clue. All right, so I've got, I know you can't see it because I'm working with this edge and it's hard to see. I'm just trying to get it to where it's not visible and not peeking out. It's peeking out a little bit over here. So, and I'm using scissors and not a trimmer or anything because I don't want to cut too much off. Let's see. Did I get it the wrong way? What is going on here? All right, I thought this would be way easier than it's turning out to be. Okay, so I got that end where it won't show. I got this end where it won't show. All right, so I need to just do a little bit with this end. So this was harder, I guess, in the future. So if you're gonna try this, I would recommend getting some sort of marker that you can outline and then cut inside. And I would use the reverse side of whichever one you're using, or if you use the vellum and you just make sure you put something over it. Let me see. That actually looks pretty good. I have just this one little bit right here. So we're still in adjustment phase. We're still trying to figure out schedules and routines. My household is not a schedule routine kind of household. We just do lots of varied things, and the guys, their jobs, they have a set time they have to be at work, but they're not a set time that they get off of work. So that's been a struggle for Dad, who was, you know, military, so everything was set and structured. And my schedule has never been completely set, although this might be good for me to actually set a schedule, right? So I'm working on it. So far I have not made it into the studio by the time that I said I was going to, because doctor's appointments, yesterday after the doctor's appointment we went to lunch. Yeah, so we're working on it. We're gonna go with it for a couple weeks and then reevaluate. Mom did kick me out of the kitchen earlier and said, get to your studio. I said, okay, going. Sometimes it's hard to transition. Do you find that? Is that hard? Tell me yes or no if you find it hard to transition from one thing to another thing. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I need something here on the side. So just let me know if you feel the same about transitioning from one project to another, or from one bit of working to another. I seem to struggle with that. And so, yeah. And what do you, let's see, so Covina, Seattle traffic sucks, bumper to bumper, and so slow it's only day one traveling. Oh no, that's terrible, Covina. We are trying to crate train our dog. It's rough. She is stubborn, but it's not safe to leave her out in the house anymore because she learned how to unlock and open doors with her teeth. Oh no, Lorna, that's awful. Yeah, our dog is crate trained as well. Your signal is going in and out for me. Not sure if it's me or you. Is anyone else having issues? If no one else is having issues, Lorna, then I think it would be probably your phone. Hard to transition. Yeah, it depends on what it is, but usually no. Covina, you've got it all together, Covina. You're my hero. I want to be like you. So, yeah. So, Covina, what do you do for transitions then? How do you transition from one thing to another? Do you have some sort of ritual, or you're just good to go? You just go from one thing to another. And Lorna, what do you do to transition? And Missy and Sharon, what do you do to transition from one thing to another, like from household to something else? So I just get on a roll, and we're still trying to get them moved in and unpacked. And I think that's part of it. Oh, here it is. I was like, oh shoot, where'd that go? So that's part of it, is just trying to get them moved in all the way. All right, did I have this in the right direction? I put the strips on, but they're just going to go around the outside edge. All right. All right, well, she's a pro at making cards, but she will understand, I think. Hopefully she won't see all my oopsies. Oh, I didn't take the sticker off this one. That's why it's not sticking. All right, I have a couple corners. I don't know what that is. I cut it and cut it. Y'all saw that I cut it and cut it. See, this is why I did this card first. I don't know that we're gonna get to my second card. Because this is taking way longer than I thought it would. All right, is it noticeable? We'll just have to hide it. All right, there we go. All right, so you see how it's got that? All right, so now we get to put the strips on. All right, everybody, send me some cross your fingers so that we get this on in a timely manner. You have add and just do it. You have ADD and just do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand that. So Sharon says my schedule changed with the school year, so I have no choice, but it's hard at first. Yeah, with the school, it's kind of one of those things. The signal is going in and out. I'm actually plugged into the landline. That is really weird. Let me look over on my Facebook and see what's going on. That's interesting. All right, sorry about that. I'm not sure, I truly am not sure what to say about the signal going in and out. All right, so the key with doing shaker cards is to make sure, oh yeah. All right, we will muddle through, and then I'll have to have my husband check the internet tonight. All right, so we want to make sure it goes all the way around, and I know there's some curvy edges here. Not sure yet what I'm going to do about those, but I'm going to work on the straight ones for now, because you want you have in the shaker card doesn't fall out. All right, so here's small pieces that we can use for that. So let's keep going. All right, so we'll put these here. And if it shows a little bit because of the shape, I'm just not even going to worry about it. Because if you get caught up in the perfection of it, you take the joy out of it for yourself, and then you probably just won't even try new things. So don't worry about the perfection of it. Oops, I forgot I got to do this side. So we don't do perfection. We do the best we can. And we, oh, no, that's not quite gonna work. I'm gonna do it a little further in. All right, so we can see a little bit of it, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. So you can see here, you can see a little bit of the white, but I think it'll be fine. All right, there's a little bit of white on each side, so it's kind of equally white. And then, where'd we go diagonal? We can't even really see that. So we're just gonna do the diagonal. That's working. All right, this one's a little bit long, so I'm gonna cut it down. But again, I hang on to that little piece. Well, it's sticking to me, so I kind of don't have a choice but to hang on to it. I'll take a laughing emoji for that one. It's sticking to me. All right, there we go. All right, that's working. That's working even better than I thought it might. So they're big pieces, so they're not going to come out easy. And now I'm even debating not putting the sequins in just because I don't want it to come out. We'll see. We're going to try it with the, oh, see, I cut that one too short. So now I can throw this little piece in. There's the top, there's the top, here's the side. I can throw that little piece in because I had it and I didn't ditch it. All right. So here's the trick. So you've got your sticky stuff all the way around, and on the sides here, it's a little sticky. So you have your embossing buddy, which is your little powder thing. And if you don't have an embossing buddy, you can use powder, cornstarch or baby powder. And what you want to do is you want to kind of pound that, touch that down to the sticky part. All right, and it will help to de-stickify it. How do you like that word? De-stickify. This comes with the bundle of embossing. I'm going to do that. This is maybe going to work a little better. That edge so that what you put in here, your sequence or whatever, won't stick to it. All right. So, jeans, good for hand cleaning, right? How many, everybody say jeans if you use your jeans to clean hands sometimes. All right, so Lorna says, working from home more, I have had to be organized with my time. It's okay to take a break and do something around the house, but no, it's only for 15 minutes or whatever, and so I set a timer. Yes, timers are my lifesaver, so I don't get wrapped up in it and lose track of time. Time blindness is really hard for me. On the flip side, I make sure to log off at a certain time in the evening and not go back to it. Boundaries are appointment. I am learning boundaries with having my parents in the house. I am definitely learning boundaries. Maybe it's a Facebook issue. It's not too bad, intermittent. Yeah, it could be a Facebook issue. Goodness knows nowadays with Facebook, right? Do we sell the skinny foam strips? Yes, these are the foam adhesive strips. And so they are in the adhesive section where the dimensionals and the green glue and all that. We do sell these because they are, you need them. They're the best thing. Now, when you have something bigger and something more solid, you can use the outline of your dimensionals. But when you have something like this, you definitely want those skinny strips. All right, so then what you do is you put your peaches in here like that. I want them face down so that they'll show the right way. Oops, not face up. All right, let's see. Oh, you know what? The whole thing needs to be destickified. I forgot. All right, so, because the acetate is static, right? So you want to destaticify, not destickify. Destaticify. You want to destaticify these things. All right, so I'm going to put these here like that, like this, and I think we're going to use a few of these dots. I don't know, do we want this color? I'm leaning almost towards these. What do you think? Do we want to go with the champagne iridescent dots or these ones? There's no peachy color in there, I don't think. Maybe. Well, it looks kind of pink more than peach. What do you think? Should we go with the champagne ones? Yeah, huh? The champagne ones? Champagne or bright? Which ones should we go with? Champagne or bright? Oh, let's see. Jeans. Sharon uses her jeans for wiping her hands. Yep. You would do the destickify the dots. But yeah, that's probably all right, we're gonna use the champagne ones. All right, I'm just gonna, and I don't know if they'll flip when they're shaking, and if they do, that's fine, but just in case they won't, I want to flip them around. So let's see, and I'm doing them each individually because I don't want, I'm afraid I could pick them up with my take your pick tool, but I'm worried that it won't drop it the right way anyways. So it's just easier. Oh, it's just easier. Wow, that's going easy. Ooh, that's going way faster. All right. If it inspires you to make your own card that's a shaker card, then I've done my job. Oh, come on. You were going so good. Keep flipping. Come on, there we go. Almost there. Almost there. Now we gotta take the strips off. Oh, probably the most challenging part is centering this on the card. However, if I don't get it quite centered, it's okay because we've got our word coming still, and we can just make that help it up. Help it. All right, last one. Whew. Now y'all see why I don't do a whole lot of these kinds of cards. Oh, I better cover these before I drop something and get them all over, right? All right, here we go. So here's the front of my grid. All right, and then here we go. It's down. Cross your fingers. Woohoo! Look at that! Okay, the peaches are stuck to the acetate. There we go. Oh, well. I even destatikified them. Oh, well. but the pearls are staying, and that looks cute. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to flip it over, see if they come, nope, there, well, all right, it is what it is, right, folks? There's not a whole lot I can do about it. All right, we're going to put the congrats up here, but I'm going to add, and no, that doesn't look good. All right, we're going to do congrats right across there, and we have to use our glue dots for that. So where are my larger glue dots? So we're going to use glue dots and put it on the S, on the R, on the C. Glue dots are really good at holding, so you don't have to have a ton. So we're going to take that paper off, this paper off, this paper off, and this paper off. On the A down here. There we go. All right. So we're going to do the congrats up here along this part. The peaches are not moving. Oh, yes, that is what it is. All right, I feel like it still needs something, like maybe one bigger peach. Oh no, it needs the little words. Wish you were here. Life is so much sweeter with friends like you. You're truly amazing. So much to celebrate. All right, let's bring that over here. Let's bring out the sweet friend. We're going to pick it up over here like this. We're going to use our, you know, it's kind of cool though, if they're stuck, how they're stuck kind of in that lineup. That kind of works for me, doesn't it? But it just cracks me up that I even did what Missy suggested and de-statified them, and they're still stuck to the darn plastic. Oh my goodness. It's just one of those days. What is one of your mantras? My mantra has been I can pivot with ease when I need to up on anything. Everything's just peachy. Ha! Like how I threw that in there. All right. Come on. Congrats. Sweet. I'm trying to get the beads to move them. It moves them a little bit. But for the most part, they are glued to the plastic. All right. So, but that works. All right. That works. And the white, that doesn't even bother me. If it bothers you, then you would have to figure out how to get it closer, or just not use this and use some other shape where you have a fatter border. But I'm okay with it because we have the other white, and I don't think she'll know, but most people aren't even going to know what it is that's causing that white. All right. Love it. And I think she will too. Oh, that one fell down. Maybe they will eventually fall down. I don't know. All right. Do we need a big peach on there? What do you think? Big peach or bigger peach on the outside? That one. Kind of like this one. Oh, that one, right? That one looks good. And it kind of needs to be there. Just so we have the three elements. All right. All right, here we go. 3 little dots. And then I have taken up plenty of your time. For those that hung in there the whole time, thank you. Oh yeah. Congrats, sweet friend. I kind of like how that's just lined up. At least if it's going to do it, at least it did a nice little lineup. All right. Maybe if you did the backs too. Maybe. I'm not sure. I did swipe. You saw me swipe all the fronts. Life Goes On is mine. Think I need any of this bling because I think it would detract from everything else. And so, because it just seems like it needs it. But I'm going to use my glue, I think. Obviously I haven't used it in a while, so let's get out a pin. I got more of these pins from my mom's house. She had a ton of them. I was like, ooh, can I have those for my glue? Because they look all pearly. And there we go. All right. I'm just going to stick that little peach over here. I'm even drinking peach tea today. I love peach tea. Usually Snapple, but I'm attempting to get away from that and have my own peach tea from... So, all right, here we go. I am so excited. I think that worked out really well. I think that worked out well. I love it. All right, and I'm going to put it in the... Let's see, do we want it in the peachy envelope? No, we need it in this envelope. That's too much peach. All right, so there we have it. My one alternate for this kit. Because probably by next week, we'll have the new one. So there you have it. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Oh, last few things I wanted to tell you about. The bonus days, every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon to redeem in August. Save your code. They're going to email you a code. Save those codes. Write them down, copy and paste them into a Word doc, save the email, everything you can think of. Don't lose the codes because they have no record of who got what codes. So if you lose them, you lose out. All right, bonus days until the end of the month. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get these 3 dies for the next quarters. For the next week is this painted petals, and then you still have time to subscribe until August 10th for this one, the Time for Cake, and it's going to have an extra stamp set, a free additional stamp set with numbers. Can you see that? Numbers. I love having numbers because we just don't get a lot of number stamps. And then this will be the September kit. To subscribe, well, you can subscribe. Your subscription is done by January or February, so you could then redo your subscription in January or February. I love it with the little snail. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's great to be back. I will be back tomorrow with a Thunderstruck Thursday. I'm going to demonstrate how to do the little gift bag and the couple cards that I did for for the April challenge. I was thinking, what was it? It wasn't Creativity Now. For the April challenge, so I'm going to show you how to make a little gift bag and just show you how to do those little cards that I showed last week. So it was great to see you all. I will be back here tomorrow, probably also around 3, just with the way my schedule is. 3 is a good time for me, so it might be that all my lives are just at 3 o'clock, and that way you know, okay, it's 3 o'clock, June's going live. And then eventually it'll increase. Right now we're just going to stick with the Tidbit Tuesday, which yesterday ended up not being alive. But, and then Paper Pumpkin Playdate, Thunderstruck Thursdays. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow about 3 o'clock.